And the newest Lucky Bounce, and I don't think we've seen Lucky Bounce around in a while. So I think this is like their kind of debut. We'll see how it goes. It's maybe not an official team. They're just trying to try things out. That happens a lot. But you know, I mean, they're here in the top 16. So
no slouches.
No slouches. We'll see how they fare against Selfless plus Lethamyr. So we get our quarterfinals kicked off here. This is going to be a best of 3. It's Dapper playing that one over to Miho. Dunked away by Dapper. Here comes Lethamyr. On the ball. This one up. Timothy now clearing that one away. Lethamyr playing this one over to Miho. Tries to go for the 50-50. It just bounces straight up. Here comes Dapper now. Hammering that one into the wall. Fresno. A good dunk by Fresno. Might be rewarded here as that one goes straight in. What a dunk from Fresno.
Oh, heartbreaking for this Selfless squad. They thought the interference would be enough. Both of them actually turned for it, and that's the big mistake because now there's no goalie left to contest it. And I mean, Corelli, when you see those dunks go off the scene like that and in, you just can't believe your eyes, right?
And it's really no surprise that Fresno, out of all the people here, would do something like that. He is such a grinder of a player, just getting in the way of everything. Look at him go, just coming off the wall, just being that annoyance. You know, something we talked about with Lemon Puppy, just getting in the way of everything. And he's such a great defender. Look out for Fresno. A Selfless now on the attack. No one's in goal here, as this one's going to be a free goal for Selfless. Just no one there.
I mean, we saw them both overcommit 2 defenders to the same ball. That's been the problem we've seen from so many of these goals today. I swear it's like a lesson time today. I take the shot number 5. Don't overcommit 2 players to the same ball.
It's been happening a lot with a whole bunch of different teams. It's Fresno now getting it past one. Dapper getting in the way of that one. Gets it past Cloud. The attack on from Selfless. Timothy whiffs on that one. Here comes Miho dropping that one down. Dapper's going up for it, but a good save out from Timothy. Fresno now with the flick on. Everyone's committed from Selfless and another wide open net.
Fresno putting his team in the lead. It's really strong what he did there. He moved out into open space and lets his teammate kind of choose where it's going to go. And Fresno's just waiting on that opportunity. As soon as he spotted all 3 of those Selfless members overcommitting, he's just ready to score that counterattack.
Yeah, a good touch from Timothy as well to clear that one out over to Fresno. 2-1, Lucky Bounce leading the way here. Here comes Fresno now back on the ball. A good dunk from him. This one's going up to Cloud, but it's a tipped over by Dapper. Dapper again getting in the way, and Dapper again is another one of those players who's just so quick, so fast, getting in the way of everything. It's hard to keep up with. Here comes Lethamyr, though, trying to find someone. And again, playing this one across. The follow-up coming in, but dunked away by Fresno. He gets another dunk. Still following this ball, pinching this one past Dapper, but he finally gets a cut on it. Cloud goes flying. Fresno trying to get in the way of that one. Fresno looks like he might be out of boost, but he does get to the ball. A good effort by Fresno. He needs some help from his teammates. Cloud now coming in off the wall. Doesn't get a touch on that one. This is dangerous for Lucky Bounce. Miho trying to slam it down. Doesn't get it. Lethamyr bring this one down. Good touch from him. Here comes Timothy. A long clear from him. Not able to follow it up, though. But here comes Fresno. Whiffs on that one. Cloud needs to make up for it now. A little bit of a counterattack on from Selfless. Here comes the air dribble from Lethamyr and the clear away from Cloud. Flick on from Fresno. Timothy now following it up. Dapper clearing this one away. Lethamyr trying to do something with it. Now Cloud playing that one towards the middle. A lot of Selfless players going up for this one as Fresno trying to buy some time. And Lucky Bounce here, we're past halfway, up 1 goal. Are really actually looking pretty strong.
Right, this Lucky Bounce roster, I wasn't familiar with Cloud, who I mentioned earlier, but we've really seen a lot of success at dealing with this Selfless offense. And like we said, Selfless +1 or Selfless -1, right? -1.
-1.
But it's not, I mean, all 3 of these members are such strong players, especially Dapper, you mentioned earlier. I'm really surprised to see this Lucky Bounce roster keep up.
Yeah, they're doing extremely well, and I feel like they're being led by Fresno right now. This Cloud Going for that 50-50. He hits the player, but not the ball, as Fresno needs to save the day. He does. Now Timothy trying to get that dunk. Goes out to Miho. Timothy going up for the save. He makes it. Dapper backing up here. Lethamyr just getting in the way of that one. Now it's Fresno. Now it's Lethamyr playing this one towards the mid. This ball bouncing back and forth. As both teams just kind of fighting for midfield. Fresno gets dunked away. Dapper now trying to find someone across. Good touches from him as no one was there to follow it up. He gets past two. Good touches from Cloud, though. Over to Fresno. Didn't connect perfectly there. Would have been a good play from him. The pass out from Miho. Dapper's on the ball. This is dangerous now for Lucky Bounce, but he doesn't do much with it. Miho playing this one towards the mid. Dapper does get the demo, but not able to follow up that pass. This is dangerous now for Selfless as Fresno's up. Doesn't connect. Now Dapper, 30 seconds left. Can he make something happen for his team? He doesn't connect off the roof. Miho now dropping this one off to Lethamyr, but Lethamyr looks like he ran on a boost for that one.
I think the Selfless team, we've seen them all throughout this game. So many team plays. But unfortunately, all these team plays are not really pulling defenders out of the goal. There's always somebody able to answer it. Not enough fakes, not enough backboard passes.
Lucky Bounce poised to take this one. 0-second time. The pass over to Lethamyr.
Oh, could they do it?
This is going over. It's going to drop in for Lethamyr!
What?
Not like this!
I cannot believe that. Dapper spotting his teammate with 1 second. He gets it into the air, and both Lucky Bounce members are unable to get a piece on it. If they touched that at all, it would have bounced out.
Fresno having such a good game, and one mistake sending them into overtime. They got to keep their heads here. Here comes Timothy trying to get the dunk on Miho. It goes towards his net as Dapper gets the shot on net, but Fresno getting in the way of that one. The shot from Lethamyr goes off the crossbar. Cloud save. It's a save nonetheless as Timothy clears that one away. Now Cloud trying to get a hold of this ball. Does get the dunk, but Miho able to put this one in his own corner. Here comes Lethamyr, able to connect off the roof. Timothy backing up. He whiffs on that one. Fresno able to get in front of that. Miho just giving up the ball there as Dapper drops this one down to Lethamyr off the post for him. Selfless putting on the pressure. Here comes Dapper. Just floats across the net. Cloud finally getting a touch of that one. This is the opportunity for Selfless, though. That one gets popped up, and I believe that was Miho who actually popped it up there in the end, but Fresno clearing this one away. The counterattack maybe for Lucky Bounce here. Cloud not able to get in front of that one. Here comes Lethamyr, but took a little bit too long on that one. This ball going all the way over to the Selfless side. Demos coming out for both teams. Cloud popping this one up. Dapper making the save. Timothy, the dunk coming out from Fresno, but it's not on target. Cloud now trying to race to get to this ball. It's a 50-50. This is dangerous. Can Timothy drop this one down? It's a good touch from him, but there's no follow-up from Lucky Bounce as Selfless is just hanging on by a thread right now. Timothy beating two now. Can he catch up to the ball? Miho trying to find Dapper. Cloud read that one nicely, though, as Lethamyr plays this one into the Lucky Bounce corner. We're in 2 minutes into overtime now. Timothy dropping this one down into the midfield. Now following it up. Good touches from him. Trying to pick this one back up. He doesn't connect. Fresno coming charging in, but doesn't connect there either. Selfless now looking for the counterattack. A good touch from Dapper. It's Miho playing that one across. Save. Or excuse me. That ball ricocheting out. Miho. That one straight to Cloud. He read that one well. It's over to Fresno, but beat out by Dapper. Now Dapper's on the ball. He's got boost. Flicking this one up. Nothing doing for him as this one bounces over to Miho. This one's flicked on for Cloud. Can he drop it in? He can't. Lethamyr getting in that one, but Fresno just dunking everyone all the way over to the other side. Cloud now trying to make something happen as this one bounces out. Cloud, a good touch from him. The follow-up from Fresno's coming in. He gets the dunk. It's bouncing down, but a good save from Miho as Lucky Bounce is definitely knocking on the door. Timothy going for the second touch. Lucky Bounce again and again is coming at Selfless.
I mean, the ability I've seen for Lucky Bounce to just put a shot after shot.
That one going off the post, and it's open for Cloud. That one goes off the post. I thought that one was in, and Cloud able to cut that one back. Lucky Bounce takes game one after almost 3.5 minutes of overtime.
I cannot believe that went in. Dapper right there at the very end. Lethamyr was the one moving towards the ball, and Dapper's only job there in that rotation was to move into the goal and position himself in case there's another shot like we just saw. And unfortunately, he just shadowed Lethamyr a little bit too much, following him, and he was unable to save that ball from going in. It was definitely savable. It was definitely something that Dapper's going to be beating on himself for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 3.5 minutes of overtime.
It's kind of heartbreaking to lose that game, especially after 1, 2, 3 minutes of overtime.
And,
it's like,
and to mention how they got into that OT, you know, like that.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I didn't
close.
even think about that. Lucky Bounce taking game one. And as they rightfully should, as they were winning, they gave up that silly goal there in the end that put them into the overtime situation. They finally do pull it out in the end. But we're into game two. It's a best of 3 in our quarterfinal. Timothy popping this one up. Dapper going for boost, giving him a lot of space. Cloud going up for this one. Getting the second touch. He can't get there. Timothy racing in. Here comes Fresno. He gets beat out by Miho. Now the counterattack on for Selfless. Dapper trying to put this one on frame. He does. The overcommit from Lucky Bounce bites them in the end.
Really well done from Miho there, just focusing on being the defender and putting the ball in front of Dapper. That's what we're talking about, using your teammates to build momentum in the ball, to get pressure.
1-0 lead for Selfless. So we are only 40 seconds in. Dapper now going off the wall, trying to find someone across, but dunked away by Fresno. The whiff coming out from Miho. Lethamyr able to buy some more time for him. A dunk from Cloud as it doesn't drop down for Fresno. He was there ready for it, just didn't come down for him. Fresno gets the touch. This is an opportunity, but no follow-up from Lucky Bounce. So it comes across over to Timothy, and he puts it away, answering back. 1-1.
I feel this rotation on the Selfless team is just not all on the same page in this second game. They're playing a little bit flustered. Right here you see Miho leave the goal trying to follow Lethamyr, but there's no reason. And Timothy just positioned perfectly from what a wonderful pass coming out of Cloud. Just right out into the center, wide open.
Yeah, good rotations out of Lucky Bounce there. Keeping that pressure on. Miho now on the ball. Trying to flick that one past Cloud. He doesn't. The counterattack on for Lucky Bounce. Can Cloud find someone across here? There's a player up. Fresno, can he drop it down? And dunked away by Lethamyr. That might have been a goal from Fresno. Now Dapper on the ball, trying to get the mind game. He does get it in the end. The dunk now. Over to the other side. Here comes Lethamyr. That one's just high. The flick on from Fresno, and the backflip coming out from Cloud. Not able to capitalize on that flick from Fresno. Now Dapper. Hit away by Fresno, following this one back up. Getting it past Miho. Cloud looking for this flick. It's going off the crossbar. Here comes Timothy, though. He hits it off the backboard. Dapper now trying to get it past someone. Actually ends up coming back to him, but he doesn't get the touch. Now Fresno's on the ball. Miho, a good dunk from him. Miho now dropping that one down. That was on target. Timothy getting in the way of that one. Lucky Bounce trying to find a way out. They get another dunk here. Can they put this one away? Timothy going up. He can't finish it. Fresno now coming in. It's going a little bit wide. Lucky Bounce not getting the lucky bounce.
Right?
It's a 1-1 game as we pass halftime. Lucky Bounce.
Oh, what a shot.
Up 1-0 in the quarterfinal series here. It's a best of 3. Timothy now clearing this one away. Trying to find someone here. He's going to drop it down. If he got a harder hit, that was an open net for him. A good flick from Lethamyr. Here comes Dapper. A good shot from him. It is on target, but Timothy clearing that one away. Miho off the backboard. Can he finish this one? He can, uncontested.
1v3 right here. Look at Miho. He just turns around. He beats 2 defenders. They blast right past him. And Cloud unable to defend off the backboard. He tried to get it as it bounced, and so close, but really well done from Miho to get it so high up there. That's actually the hardest shot to save because the timing is so difficult, especially when you're falling off the ceiling.
Miho putting his team up 1 goal here. Lucky bounce, trying to answer back. Fresno dunking that one away. No follow-up from Lucky bounce as Lethamyr now playing this one towards the mid. Dapper trying to find the flick on. He does get it, but Cloud getting in the way of that one. Fresno, good play from him as he flicks it past 1. Might have hit it a little bit too far now as Dapper clearing this one away. Cloud trying to pop it up over Miho, but it's over to Lethamyr, who gets the dunk on 2. No one there to follow up now as Fresno has all the time in the world. Looks like he whiffed on the wall, though. Lucky bounce, a little disorganized here in the back. The pressure is on from Selfless. Timothy waiting for this ball to come down. Goes for the air dribble as he keeps going all the way across. The follow-up from Cloud comes in and they dunk it down off the crossbar. 2-2.
I cannot believe this worked. Seeing Timothy try and get this ball over to Fresno, it was really close, and Lethamyr actually had to freeze the ball, so it put a lot of pressure on him from Fresno, or Fresno was going to dunk it in. And really well done from Cloud, that follow-up shot, making it so difficult to save.
Lucky bounce, kind of getting rewarded for the overcommit there as all 3 players were heading towards the ball there. Cloud able to follow that one up.
I think if Cloud had not shot that so perfectly, it definitely would not have been rewarded.
Now Lucky bounce trying to take the lead here. 30 seconds left, another tie game. Timothy gets the dunk. A great shot from Fresno. Lethamyr trying to clear this one away. Cloud now playing it off the corner. Here comes Timothy. It's over to Fresno. Can Fresno knock it down? It's off the crossbar. Here comes Cloud. Not able to put that one on target. It's 15 seconds now. Oh, a good touch from Cloud, though. The backflip from Fresno, though. Timothy, not the best touch. Fresno's got to get back now, but Lethamyr not able to get a hold of that one, and he's demoed.
Oh, this could be dangerous, Crowley.
This is dangerous for Selfless, but it looks like they're going to try and kill this one as it finally does. Another overtime game in this series. Quinn, who you taking?
The way Lucky Bounce has been playing, I might have to just switch my bet. I mean, it's been incredible. This Selfless team, we saw so much synergy at first, so much patience in that, and understanding between the 2 players, like we see right here. But there's nobody there to follow up, and the problem with how they're playing is that it's so risky because they're not actually pulling defenders out of net. They're just pulling off really mechanically taxing shots.
So we entered halftime. Fresno almost made to put this. Here comes Cloud trying to put this one away. Lethamyr gets in the way of that one. What a save coming out from Lethamyr. Dapper with the half flip. Now flicking it over. The flick on from Miho. Could Dapper put this one away? He can. He puts it away. Gets the win for Selfless. We're going to our first Game 3.
We're going to a Game 3. A great bit of team play between Dapper and Miho. Dapper popping up to Miho. Miho recognizes the defender coming in, and he puts it off the backboard. An easy shot, for Dapper.
Selfless tying up the series. And honestly, I mean, it was a good game from both teams.
Expected this, man.
I wouldn't have expected either. Lucky Bounce is playing so well. I mean, you take a look at the shots. It's 9 for Selfless, and then you have 10 for Lucky Bounce. So, I mean, it's pretty even as far as the shots, but you take a look at the saves, and I feel like that's the biggest teller of the game. I mean, Selfless with 3 saves, 5 coming out for Lucky Bounce.
I mean, when you just see so many saves, I think probably the biggest tactic that was the difference between these 2 teams is that Selfless was going for these team plays that were quick, fast-paced between each other, really difficult to execute. But the problem is that they weren't actually pulling defenders out of the goal. They were just figuring out ways to get very powerful shots with a bit of ambiguity, not really telegraphing where they're going to be shooting the ball. And Lucky Bounce, on the other hand, is actually pulling the defenders away, and that's why we saw Lucky Bounce with so much success. Just how many 1v2, 1v3s did we see Selfless in?
Well, the winner of this one is going to be moving on to the semifinals. So many shots and saves coming out right there. It's Lucky Bounce finally getting their way out. Cloud popping this one up. Looks like he backflipped there as Dapper has a free shot on frame. Dapper able to read that one nicely. Looks like Cloud didn't expect that ball to come to him, and he popped that one up. 1-0 Selfless with 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds in. Here comes Lucky Bounce, though. Can they answer back? Timothy playing this one up and over the the backboard. This ball pinching all the way across. Lethamir trying to drop this one down. Dapper flipping that one. Here comes Miho dropping this one down to Dapper, but he can't get around it. Doesn't look like he has boost. So he's trying to pass back. He gets the flick, or Fresno gets the flick over the first defender. The follow-up coming in from Cloud now. So he shoots that one on frame, or excuse me, on target as Miho gets the save there. Cloud dropping this one down. Lethamir now getting the dunk. Lucky Bounce now answering back. Miho, a little bit dangerous here as Cloud's already up for this one, but Dapper gets in the way of that one quickly. This one played out to Lethamir, who flubs the shot a little bit.
I think it would have been okay to go to that wall there, Corelli, if he had perhaps put a little bit more pace and power, hit it high up so it bounces back center.
Cloud getting in the way of that one. Letting that one go as Timothy now trying to follow it up. Miho popping this one high. The follow-up from Dapper's coming in, and it looks like it's going to sneak in for Dapper.
What a shot coming out of Dapper. That team play, again, we see it time and time again off the ceiling, and Dapper knows all he has to do is beat the defender there. And not only does he put it on target, he puts it in that far post corner.
Great shot coming out from Dapper, giving his team a 2-0 lead here. And that's just what they needed if they want to move on to the semifinals, as this is the third game of the best of three. Winner of this is moving on. This ball bouncing off the backboard of Lucky Bounce. A little bit of a miscommunication coming out from Cloud and Timothy as this ball going into the corner. Lethamir's already up, trying to flick this one in. But Cloud getting dunked away by Miho. Miho now, a good touch from him out to his teammate. Lethamir coming in, but dunked away by Timothy, and again by Timothy, getting in the way of this. This ball popped back up by Lethamir. Dapper trying to flick that one in. Not able to get it. This ball is just relentlessly going off the Lucky Bounce side.
Right, I want to see this Selfless team try and take out some defenders. Go for a few demos.
Dapper almost just did just so as Timothy trying to find a way out for Lucky Bounce. Fresno now on the ball, dunked away by Lethamir. Here comes Dapper. Looks like he faked a couple people out. No one's there to follow that one up. Miho hit that one away. Now Miho going off the wall, trying to find Lethamir. Lethamir doesn't connect, but Miho still following this one up. Dunked away by Fresno. The bump coming out from Timothy, but Lucky Bounce not able to rotate out quick enough. A dunk again from Fresno. Just getting in the way of everything, getting thrown by these players. Here comes the shot from Miho. It's wide. Lucky Bounce is starting to kind of give up a lot of pressure to Selfless. That's what I would say.
Right, they're trying to cycle the ball around. We see this passing, but Selfless winning these 50-50s just constantly.
Oh, Dapper coming off the back wall again. Not able to follow that one up. Timothy now over to Fresno. Fresno flicking this one on. Good touches by Lethamir as he pops this one up. Dapper getting hit. A little bit of turbulence in midair, but finally able to finish that one. 3-0 Selfless.
Dapper just being the truck that his team needs, just ramming these players and ramming the ball in. I mean, we've seen him bump Timothy again and again. Every time he sees a player go for a dribble, he actually makes an effort to bump that player so they can't follow up on their own play, and it's really smart. And after time, you really start to see players run out of boost. And again, another demo coming out of Dapper, and it's really, I mean, from last game to this game, we've seen so many more demos, and we've seen so much more success for this Selfless team.
9 shots to 2. Selfless has 9 shots to Lucky Bounce's 2. And I feel like that's the teller of this game, as Dapper's going to put another one away. 4-0 for Selfless. And if you're Lucky Bounce, you got to be hurting a little bit.
Oh, this is so dirty. Watch this. He just tees it up for his teammate. Oh, it's so great. The other team doesn't expect it. When you pinch the ball like that with your team, you get so much power coming out of nowhere. Lucky Bounce, what a well-fought series, but this last game is just out of their hands.
Yeah, this one ran away from them. They weren't able to put too many things on net. I believe they only had 2 shots. They might be getting another one here, but Lucky Bounce struggled in this game 3, and Selfless looking strong. They didn't really look as strong earlier in the series, but this last game they definitely turned it on.
Right, we saw a lot more success. I think a huge part was those 50-50s in that previous game. We're not nearly as orange-sided, if you will.
Cloud puts one away here, but I don't know if they're going to have enough time to come back. 8 seconds is a lot to ask.
You don't know? Really? If Lucky Bounce do this, my mind, you know what? I'm just going to quit Rocket League forever. Like, I could not believe that.
10 shots from Selfless. Here comes Dapper. Doesn't connect on that one. Miho now trying to find Dapper on the wall. Dapper does get a hit, but it doesn't go in. A good touch from him. Lethamyr keeping this one up, maybe getting one more, but he finally kills that one. Selfless moving on to the semifinals, taking down Lucky Bounce 2-1.
Right. Selfless doing really well in that last game. This is the Selfless I expected to see, as opposed to the Selfless of the other 2 games. We saw them struggling so much more, especially in that game 2. That game 2 was a different Selfless team than the one in game 1 and game 3. Even game 1 was not really that close to this game 3 Selfless. They did a lot more team-oriented plays, a lot more ambiguity. I mentioned that before. Not really sure, that Lucky Bounce team, where they're going to be playing.